I was excited. This one kind of felt a little better just because it was a big race for me. It was a PR for cross country in the 5K, so that was fun. The race started out and I was kind of like hoping to be towards the front pack of the race because I knew there were going to be good girls there because it's D1 at Notre Dame, but at the same time I didn't want to put myself I didn't want to not put myself in a good position, so I went out hard and it ended up being that I was pretty much like in front for the first 2 miles. I had a couple people with me here and there, but for the most part I was leading through the 2 mile, and then right around 2 miles some Notre Dame girls came around me and started pushing the pace, and at that point, like we said, it's hot, so I started to hit a wall a little bit, but the goal at that point was just to kind of hang on and see where I could go from there, and I was hoping for a fast time because it was a really flat course. I like when we get to have the opportunity to race D1 girls because it's kind of like we're not really much different than they are, I think because we're a pretty competitive D2 program, so it's fun to be able to compete with them and see where you match up against them, because a lot of times I think Stonehill girls surprise themselves, and we'll see that we are just as good as the D1 girls.
I was really honored again. I think like any of the underclassmen on our team, we're all at the same skill level. We all train together every day. We put in the same effort. And yeah, I'm just really honored that I could have gotten it again. Yeah, I think that it was definitely a new level of competition. I think the first meet was a little bit more controlled. Coach told us she wanted us to go out in a pace that we knew that we could maintain for all 3 miles, and I think that's the case with every race, but this race the pace was obviously pushed more and it was just a new level of competition. I actually think that I was less nervous getting on the starting line of this race, just because I didn't really have time to like overthink it. We were so busy with traveling and everything, it was just kind of, by the time we got there, it was time to warm up and get on the line and just go for it. And as always, like, the other girls seemed pretty confident in their ability, and the coaches seemed confident in the work that we put in, so I felt good in regards to that. And once we got out there, it was a little bit more stressful than the average race in the first mile, just because I'm not used to competing against that many girls, so it was a lot more crowded than I'm used to. But after the first mile, I kind of knew that it was going to break up, and it did, and it was just kind of about maintaining in that first mile and holding through till the end.